Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's Joe Inferno here with the second battle from my first day during the Kanto Classic tournament. Same team, obviously, can't change that. My first international opponent. Now, on his team, we could see three big major threats there: the Gengar, the Kangaskhan, and the Dragonite. Dragonite most likely has a multi-scale, possibly extreme speed. Mind you, I'm doing this in post, so I know what they have, but that was my original thinking. But the main thing I saw was the Kangaskhan and the Gengar. Gengar because I really don't have anything that could take out a Gengar in one hit necessarily. And Kangaskhan I do, but definitely has to have fake out or running a fake out set. Anyways, let's get to it. I honestly don't know. I used to know how to read that. I don't anymore. Um, I want to say that's an N in the middle, but anyways, well, let's start the battle. When they switch Pokemon, I'll have to wait a few seconds because again, I'm watching this in post, so I don't remember everything, but I'll do my best to be ahead of the game. So they bring out Dragonite, and I bring out Nidoking, thinking I could sucker punch that Gengar when he came out. Clearly not the choice. So I do Poison Jab, hit that stab, as well as Rivalries up. Then they Dragon Dance, and I figure, oh, great. That's not what I wanted to see. I could Sucker Punch, but maybe I'm still faster. I was wrong, and they use Outrage. So there goes Nidoking. Decided to bring out Blastoise for the old Faker out Aru. Check it off. So that means I'm somewhat faster. Or they weren't using a priority move, sorry. It's been a while, sorry. Forgive me. Anyways, so I go for Ice Beam, clearly is the choice. The Fake Out caused the Dragonite to miss a turn, 2 or 3 turns before Outrage caused you to be confused, and he hit himself, so that worked out in my favor. We now send out Articuno. Wasn't really sure what to do for Articuno in this case, so I went Aqua Ring, because, Blastoise is a tank, and I'd like him to be out there as long as possible. Then they do Freeze Dry, and I wasn't really sure what that would do. Super effective, apparently. I had never used Freeze Dry, so yeah, that was a surprise. I go for Hydro Cannon, trying to take it out, thinking it would, didn't. So now I'm stuck in a recharge cycle, and another Freeze Dry comes my way. Another throwaway for Blastoise here, but sticking it out. There she goes. So I go for Primeape, because Primeape, like the last battle, has a varied attack pool, in this case Rock Slide, which I believe, yeah, takes out. It's super effective. Down goes Articuno. Here comes that Kangaskhan. I already know. I go for Close Combat, but I have a feeling it's going to be Fake Out. Now, I thought they might switch to Gengar, but I figured maybe they won't. And that was the wrong call, because they switched to Gengar. Doesn't affect them, obviously. I try to do a beat up here. They use Will-O-Wisp, which now ruins the beat up that I was about to put on Gengar. Had the Gengar came out in the first turn I had used Primeape, might have been okay with the beat up. Because all 6 Pokemon would have done the job. At this point, I felt, again, like Blastoise, Primeape was a lost cause, so no point in switching them out. They actually thought beat up was a threat, so they disabled it. You don't see disable on Pokemon very often anymore. It's very OG of them. My burn's still affecting me. This is the part where I didn't understand why they did this. They did substitute, took HP away from Gengar, and then they switched out Gengar. I don't know if they knew how substitute worked, or they thought it was like Baton Pass or something, but hey, they withdrew Gengar, wasted substitute, lost HP for that, and they send out Slowbro. I do Rock Slide, does absolutely nothing because it's not effective, as well as Burn. At this point, I went all or nothing. I'm like, let's just get rid of Primeape, clear the field, Final Gambit. For those who don't know, Final Gambit will do damage based on your HP. Since I only had, 20 HP, that's all I did. Best to use right at the beginning. I sent out Raichu to take this fool out here. I think no, I Volt Tackle right away. The recoil though was ridiculous. Worth it? I think so. I had no choice. I had to clear the field, even it up. Then they send out Charizard, which again another confusing moment due to the weakness to electricity, but I Volt Tackle anyways. My assumption is they thought it would have knocked my Raichu out and it'd be no longer a threat, maybe? That's the only thing I can think of. Because the recoils are insane. And they bring out Kangaskhan. I switch out because in case I want to fake out this Faker Outer to Arcanine, who does get the fake out. Now this Arcanine, what's cool about it is I use Flame Wheel, but I also have Justified. So by them doing Sucker Punch, they get it off, but they raise my attack. So a stab and the raised attack, Flame Wheel, is a pretty good chunk. It gets the added bonus of burning the Kangaskhan. So I think just to be a jerk and to make sure I got them, Extreme Speed. Down goes Kangaskhan. I don't think I would have taken it out if I didn't get that boost. It's hard to say. Bring up Gengar, and I believe I do another Flame Wheel. I think that's the only real attacking move I have on this Arcanine that can do any damage. I survive their attack, luckily, and boom. There we go. There goes the Gengar. And I believe that's the game. It's a really well played match, I thought. I see a lot of those Gengars online too. Those are probably the biggest threat next to the Dragonite. You can't go wrong with Dragonite if you're doing a 1 to 149. Anyways, that's the second battle for the first day. Stay tuned for the next couple day matches.